Okay, finally, I'm gonna get to the theory of 838's Illuminati surviving their fight against Wanda. I haven't heard anybody else talk about this, right? So if I had the capability, I would be interjecting and playing stuff from Multiverse of Madness to show what I'm talking about, but I don't have that capability just yet. You just have to take my word for it, or go watch the movie and play it alongside my theory. I don't know. However you want to do it, right? So, real quick, the thing that stood out to me was 838 Wanda, once she leaves the place where the book of Ashanti was, I forget what it was called, the Nexus of all reality, I don't remember, that may be what it's called in the comics, but anyway, you guys know the part in Multiverse of Madness where they're there, Strange is trying to get the book of Ashanti. Alright, he gets it at the last second to open it, to see the star, to know that he's got to let go and let America do her thing. Anyway, it had nothing to do with any of that. Wanda, 838's Wanda, she jumps back through the doorway into Baxter Building, whatever, where the Avenger, the Illuminati's headquarters, whatever you want to call it, right? So, I was very surprised, as I'm sure many of you were, at how easily Wanda dispatched pretty much all the members of that Illuminati, almost like it was a breeze for her, right? Now, I get it, they were probably going for showing how powerful she really was and making her the villain. But, if these people, the Illuminati in this building, along with Christine, if they're able to designate universes with a numeric value, they are very, very aware of the multiverse and all the different multiversal beings out there. They were not at all surprised that Doctor Strange showed up, right? Mordo was cool and calm, collected, and they knew that it wasn't their Doctor Strange that had somehow, come back to life, or whatever, right? They knew that was not their Doctor Strange. They knew it was a Doctor Strange from another universe. Dr. Christine even says, we designated your universe 616, we designated our universe 838. Who knows how many universes they already knew about, right? Well, these guys are smart, right? They're not as dumb as they were portrayed in that movie, or as it seemed like they were, right? Here's what I believe actually happened, right? Not only did they know that Doctor Strange and America were there the moment they got there, like they've been tracking them for the second they got there. Professor X, he probably sensed their arrival the very second they arrived. You know what I'm saying? Like, they jumped into that universe, Dr. X, Professor X goes, oh, we have a couple of new multiverse travelers. He probably jumps on Cerebro. He analyzes him up and down, right? He probably even helped guide them to the memory thing to help Strange and America get to know each other a little bit better, and he probably even help him get to know him a little bit better as well. Reed, also one of the smartest beings in all of comicdom, right? Especially across the Marvel universe. They even call him the smartest man alive in the movie, and he does some dumb stuff, right? But here's where my theory kicks in. Right? My own headcanon theory, I won't say it that way, which is a little bit supported, sort of. I'll get to it. So, like I said, Wanda jumps back into the doorway, back to the building. Later, you see her, she is back at her home. She hasn't even had time to change. She hasn't even had time to take a shower, a bath, to get the oil off of her. She's still wiped it off some, but she's still the same outfit. There's still traces of it there. You know, she basically just arrived back to her home as they do the ending, right, where America shows her, you know, where she's went wrong, right? And then it shows that the Darkhold's corruption, you know, basically took hold and had her going to the most extreme, trying to get kids back. So Wanda, 838 Wanda, I really feel like if she went back to the building and all these heroes are dead, right? You know, like legit dead. Like, I feel like she would have helped out some, alright? I mean, I feel like she would have done something to sort of help out, and then of course, yes, get right back to her boys. You know, a lot of people may argue that she's a mom, she wouldn't have cared about anything that happened in that building. She would have jumped straight back home to check on her boys. I just don't know. Like, it feels like here's what we are gonna see. I think, or I really hope we do see a scene, or you know, several scenes, part of some movie, somewhere in a series, somewhere we see a scene where she goes back into that building and everybody's fine, right? Maybe some of the robots, obviously the sentries, they may have obviously gotten really destroyed, but everybody is fine. And here's my theory. Here's where my theory kicks in full force. Doctor Strange and Reed Richards created projections along with like a danger room, you know, aesthetic situation against Wanda, right? Now, the stuff that Strange and America see, like where they're in the cells, where they're being, you know, analyzed by Reed and by Professor X, like, you know, they're being analyzed up and down fully to know that they're fine. They're not the invaders, so to speak, right? Christine is still a little bit on edge. She's, you know, taking it with a little bit of caution. But Reed and Charles, probably even Mordo, along with the others, they're all in a separate room somewhere with monitors set up so that they can see. There's cameras. They're seeing cameras everywhere, capturing, you know, the live action footage, along with, you know, Professor X's, like, his own extremely powerful mental projections against Wanda. So to make Wanda thinks that she's just tearing through the place, these guys are nothing, right? Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel is there. They're all observing this fight from, it can even be in a whole other location. Maybe they have to be in that building. But I'd like to think it was in the building somewhere. They've got monitors set up. They're watching all of it. The Professor X's vision, so to speak, of his mental power. His mental power is being shown on a monitor somewhere. Reed is there. He's got his, you know, stretchy fingers. He's going through. He's keeping all this stuff going. Right? Danger room. It's the danger room. You know, the reason I keep using danger room. If you don't know the danger room from the X-Men, it combined like hard, like holographics, robotics, just all sorts of supernatural, not supernatural, all sorts of technological wonders to create a great training environment for the mutants. And those mutants are also very powerful, right? So they're going to need powerful stuff to fight against, right? So, you know, here's my thing. Like, you've got this combination of characters, and, you know, they barely scratch the surface of what they're capable of, right? So, what you're seeing in Multiverse of Madness is a combination of Professor X's mental projection, his knowledge of the danger room, along with Reed's capability, technological capability of creating, you know, like holographics Wanda never knew a thing. Doctor Strange never knew a thing. America none of them really realized what was happening, what was truly happening, kind of behind the scenes, so to speak, right? So, I'm coming up on a red light here, and also, I'm over the 10-minute mark, so this will be part 1. All right, I'll get back with you guys here to kind of finish up the rest of that theory, and I'll probably eventually I'll get us caught up back, into what's going to be happening with the next Avengers movies. All right, I'll get into that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.